Hello there, everyone. How's everyone doing this evening? Let's see who's in the house. Thank you all for joining me. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Courtney. Courtney says she knew it was coming. Hi, Olivia. Flawed. Wendy. Witch Digital. Okay, I'm glad you guys are all here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, guys, we got to talk. This is really getting crazy. Okay, so last night when we read on the two of them, we saw that the feud was real because you know me, I didn't trust it. Spirit said it's real, so it's real. And look at what's happening. Can you guys believe it? I can't believe it. I mean, yeah, we had these big egos. They're fighting one against the other. Both of them wanted to be in charge. Both of them want to rule the world. Both of them think that their money and their power, their money gives them enough power to be able to do just that. But that's kind of hard. That's like, well, I can use this analogy, guys. If you're a woman, you know how it is. You don't want any other woman in the kitchen with you while you're cooking, right? At least I don't. I'm like, you sit over there and do what you're doing. I'm over here. So it's the same thing. Hi, Terry. Yeah, it's only Thursday. So can we imagine? Fridays is when Jackie says it's only Thursday still. And Friday is when we usually get crazy news about something that's going on or whatever. So today's a great day. Yes, it is. On all levels, it seems like we're getting some good information. But I do want to talk also, guys, after we get through talking about the two of them. And one of the subscribers asked me to talk about the supercomputers, and I didn't know a lot about them. They're in Memphis, Tennessee, and Elon Musk, they're his project. So I did my research and I read up on it, and it's crazy because they can never do anything right. I mean, they think their money just gives them all the privileges. Okay, so these computers are in Memphis, Tennessee. There has not been any regulations or anything. And what they're saying is, how things are regulated. You can do this much, but you can't do that much. You can't do this or that. Usually we have regulations about things like that. And so these computers are putting out some kind of gas. And the residents are complaining that it's causing deaths. So we got to look into that. I got the article, and when we get to that, I'll read the article, what I have on the article concerning that. But that's serious. I mean, Elon Musk, and what really made me look into it again today is when I heard that Orange Peel said that he was gonna cancel his government contracts, and I'm like, well, maybe that's a government contract. But guess what? It's not. It's not under government contract at all. It's like Musk has put forth most of the money for these supercomputers, and then he's had other funding from other billionaires and things like that. But the problem is that they're put into this Black neighborhood in Memphis, Tennessee, like they do everything when they want to do experiments and that kind of thing. And the residents are all up in the air about it and everything. So we're going to read on that. So, Bonsil says, Diddy. Okay. So, yeah, we're seeing the downfall. We are definitely seeing the downfall, and it cannot come soon enough, guys. It cannot come soon enough. It's taking too long. I want to see the end. I want to see how it happens. I want to see Orange Peel say, deport him. He could say deport him. And guess what? He's Muskrat's gonna do? He's gonna give us all the secrets. Now, when he gives us the secrets, so guys, you know he can't be here, right? He cannot be in the United States of America when he gives us all the secrets. Because he's got to be somewhere where they can't get him back here and press charges and that kind of thing. So we got to see how it all plays out. That's just my opinion. Hi, Terry. Witch Von Sil. Thank you guys for joining me. Tab, how are you? Oh, you're not late. We're just getting started. I'm just running my mouth. I got my notes here so that I don't go off track, guys, because you know how to do. I always have to explain it to you guys. But I'm glad you guys are here. So the first thing I want to look at. Okay, I guess my computer is going to take me in and out again, but guys, you just hang in here. It's a lot to talk about Diddy too. So I think since we're talking about Elon Muskrat and Orange Peel and the supercomputers, if you want to hang in here and talk more about Diddy, because there's a lot on him, I think we would just start a different live, if that's what you guys want to do. If you want to do that afterwards, let me know, and I'll stop this live and just start a Diddy live, so it's not so confusing. Okay, so let me look at my notes. I wanted to know, so this is getting crazy. One thing that people were asking, if Diddy and Trump, see, they all it still all comes together, or if they were, tied together. I think the thing about it is, because we talked about Ally Carter, and Ally Carter doesn't include Orange Peel in her when she talks about things that happened. And it's not that he wasn't up to those things, because I think he was, but I think he more dealt with Epps when it came to that kind of thing. And maybe she didn't see him participate, because the cards already told us, he had those pageants and that kind of thing was going on with him. Okay, so now we got Leon Muskrat knowing something about this, guys. He said the reason, and we already figured that out too, the reason that he won't release those files, those Epstein files, is because he's in them. That's why we'll probably never see him. So let's read on that. What I want to know, though, is I want to know, does Leon know? Does he know for sure? Is he really privy to that information about T-Rump? So let's see. I think I'm still going to read on it. I started to use my pendulum, but I think I want to read on it and see if he's really privy to that information, or is this something he heard, or, I'm sure, knowing T-Rump, though, he was boasting about it, and he probably let him know what he did, and that kind of thing. But I don't think if he, now I'm sure he knows what Diddy did. They were friends and all that kind of thing. Again, I'm getting back to, are they connected? But I got a feeling that he didn't feel like, this is just my feeling, guys. But let me just ask the cards. Let me just ask the cards. Let me just see what Spirit has to say. All right, Spirit. Does Leon have information about Orange Pill concerning the Epps files? Does Leon have information concerning Orange Pill and the Epps files? Look at this. This one at the bottom of the deck tried to fly out. Okay, betrayal, being stabbed in the back. So in that case, I would say yes. But let me pull some more cards because I want some more. I really want to get some in-depth information on this. Does he know what he's talking about, Spirit? All right. I get no, no, and a yes. Is that a maybe? These cards came in the reverse, but this is the Eight of Cups. So it's emotional. What's going on between the two of them is emotional. And I think the thing is they're going back and forth tit for tat. Who can bring out the most fear in the other? Okay. They're both feeling at a loss with one another. They both have kind of turned their backs on each other, but they're both afraid of what the other one knows, each one of them. And then we have the Death card in reverse. The same thing, pretty much. The fear of the change. If one of them actually does something to really hurt the other, in which they're going that way, they're both fearing what the consequences might be. So they're kind of holding back. We're kind of looking at them kind of holding back. They're not ready to really let it all come out. And then we have the only thing that came up in the right side, came up right side up, is the partnership card. I think it's telling us, guys, that they are a lot alike. And what they're doing, sometimes this card can talk about balance also. So I think what they're trying to do is, like I said, they're going back and forth, tit to tat. Like one is trying to outdo the other. One is trying to be the one that comes out on top. But the thing about these cards tells me there's a lot of emotion involved in this. Okay, their breakup. There is a lot of emotion, but there's definitely going to be change. But that wasn't the thing that I asked. I want to know, I guess that there's two no cards here there, though. Let me ask Spirit if he really knows what happened between Orange Peel and Epps. All right, Spirit. Can I ask you about Elon, Trump, and Epstein? Okay, thank you. Said yes. Spirit. Does Leon have information about Trump and Epps that could really damage him? Does he have that information? Yes. Has Orange Peel confided in Muskrat concerning things that happened when he was with Orange Peel? Oh, yes, he has. He confided in him. So he knows. He knows exactly what happened. Is it true that um, how can I ask this? Okay. Was Orange Peel involved with Epps concerning A minors? Was Orange Peel involved with Epps concerning a minor? I'm getting yes. What about Leon Spirit? Was Leon involved in anything of that manner with Epps? No. Okay, but I think isn't his name involved? Isn't his name on the list of the flight list or something? I think Leon's name. Okay. Did Leon ever get on the Epps plane? Did he ever fly on the Epps plane? Yes. Was it for business matters that he flew? Yes. Thank you. Was he involved in anything that had to do with traffic? Was Leon involved in anything that had to do with traffic? Oh, wait, yes. Okay. So, okay, so he has something to do with traffic, guys. Okay, Spirit. Did he have something to do with trafficking of A minors? Okay, no, not that kind of traffic. Okay. Okay, what? Okay. Was there anything X like going on with Leon? Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so the people that Leon was involved with, did they have more than 18 candles on their cake? Okay. So yes, they did. I don't know. So did these people that he was involved with, Spirit, did they were they agreeable? Were they agreeable to it? Okay. Yes. Thank you. Were they paid for entertaining apps for entertaining Muskrat. Yes. Everything I say here is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just using my pendulum and reading the cards. So everything is alleged. Entertainment purposes only and allegedly. Okay. So was Leon and Orange Peel ever on the plane together? Okay, yes. Leon did not participate with A minors. Is that correct? Okay. So maybe that's what saves him. He can tell. He can tell, it's a problem because with Orange Peel because it was A minor that he was involved with, but not so much Leon. So he does know though. Okay. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So I want to know, will he eventually tell what he knows concerning Orange Peel? I'm getting yes. This is going to get crazy. So he's eventually going to tell the whole thing, guys, concerning EPS. So I feel like even though he participated, he didn't go as far as Orange Peel. And it probably was people that I'm thinking that were just like the Diddy thing. They had these grown-ups that did these kinds of things. Okay. And it seems like that's what he participated in. So when Leon participated in acts at Epps Island, were they all consensual adults? Okay, thank you. When Orange Peel participated, were they all consensual adults? No. And guys, we read on when Orange Peel, what was, I don't remember which video it was, but we read on what Hootie, the pictures, the blackmail kind of thing. And it's A minor. The pictures is about A minor. That's what the blackmail is about. Okay. Spirit. Is Orange Peel being blackmailed with pictures, photographs of what he did with A minor? That's yes. So that's still there. Now, I want to know will Orange Peel deport Leon? Will he actually deport him? Will that happen, Spirit? I think I need to use different cards. I think I'll use these. I know that's the one question I could ask Pendulum, but I want to get more in depth on it. Will he deport him? What will happen between Orange Peel? Is it just a threat, or will he deport him? Will it happen? Will he deport him? Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay, my cards are upside down. They're all in the reverse. And we have the Four of Swords, we have Judgment, and we have the Queen of Cups. I think he's going to retreat from that. I don't think he's really going to do that. I don't think he's really going to deport him. If we have Judgment, so he knows that he's going to be judged. And we have the Queen of Cups. Is that Liz still on there? No, she's gathering up water. So this relationship, that's reversed. I thought I was, okay, still in first. I can turn them right. I don't know. So we have the Knight of Coins. So it's going to be something, it's going to be, okay, this is going to drag out for a while, guys. Then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. I think that everything, the relationship, is going to drag out. Whatever this is that they're going through right now, it's going to drag out. It's not going to happen. We're not going to get all the information all at once. But I think it is definitely going to come out. And is he going to, it's like he's going to waver on it. He's going to go back and forth, back and forth. But it's possible that he may really deport him. Let's see. I have to have confirmation on that. Spirit. Will Orange Peel have Muskrat deported? I'm getting yes. Okay, so this is going to be an all-out war, guys. Can you imagine if he has him deported? The information that we're going to get. Spirit is saying yes. That's the energy around it right now. Okay. So then, if that's the case, there's no sense in even asking about what's going to happen with the contracts, because that tells me, well, let's see what's going to happen with the contracts, because he's threatening him with the contract. He's going to cut off all of his government contracts. But there's something that, what did I read? There's something that we need that Elon has. I've been reading these articles. I don't remember everything I've read now, but there's something. Let me see if I can find it. That Elon has that we really need. One of those contracts we really need. I'm just going to ask. Spirit. Will Orange Peel cancel Leon's government contracts. Yes. Okay. Will he cancel all of his contracts? No. Okay. So probably that one that we really need. I can't remember what it is, but it's something about his thing going up, satellite something. It's something about that, guys. I don't know. They've thrown out so many threats and everything, um, that it just makes you wonder. Yep, we're seeing the downfall of Trump and Diddy all at the same time, which is wonderful. Couldn't happen to better people, right? Hey, Layla, how are you? Hi, blessed 54. Couldn't happen to better people. Boncel says, I look excited. I am excited. I'm excited because, hey, we've been waiting for this for a long time. I just don't want to get my hopes up too high because, Hi, Peaceful. Uh, okay. I'm excited about it, guys. I guess we should take our wins when we can, you know. Okay, so what's going to happen now? I wonder, since that's come out, since Leon has put people's attention back on Epps files, what's going to happen with that, Spirit? I'm going to use my true crime for this one. Hi, Renee. Hi, Tink. How are you? Flawed Nathan. Hey, Nathan. Hi, Sheila. Okay, let's look at this. Now that Leon has brought up the Epps files again, what's going to happen with that, Spirit? What is it that we need to know about that, Spirit? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, guys, I got the tunnels. Okay, the tunnels. I'm sure this would include people that are being, held, that didn't want to be held. And there's going to be some kind of legal proceedings. What else, Spirit? What's going to be the outcome of this leak of, oh, not only that leak, guys, he said that he's the reason that Orange Peel won the election. I know you guys heard it. Okay, social media is at the bottom of the deck. So we know that he's using his social media to, well, both of them are, to talk about one another. So they're doing this war through social media. And there's some kind of legal proceedings that's going to happen concerning, well, I see affair here, but I think of that as being, um, what went on at Epps, and it went on over and over again. So it was more than one time, serial killer, more than one time. And the cult, certain people were involved in this, the people with the money. And even if they didn't do the younger, the A minors, they were still involved in um, traffic in a sense. Guys, you remember what, I don't know if you guys saw that video where Orange Peel said that Epps likes them young. It's a video out there somewhere. So I think there probably was a lot of that going on, but I also think that people were just brought in. If you're watching Diddy, you know how that works. They were just brought in and were invited in, and they participated. Their secrets, the fake death. This is the fake death. Oh, shoot. That's Epps. And this boat is, I think, talking about the traveling. So we're going to, the traffic. So I think there will be something that comes out of this. More that's going to come, because see, they're going to get so mad at each other. They both of them are going to do something really silly, and really, really start putting it out there, and then there may be some kind of legal proceedings going on. Now, I don't. Who knows? Who knows what all he knows? You know what I'm saying? I wonder if he knows the truth about Epps. Hey, let's ask. Why not? Because you know what I think about Epps. I think he's on an island somewhere. All right. Spirit. Does Leon know the truth about what happened to Epps? He does, guys. He does. He knows the whole thing. See, T-Rump has been running his mouth. He has a big mouth. So he knows the truth. Okay. Would he expose what happened with Epps? Yes. I get that this is going a little bit too far, and before it gets that far, it may not be good. Spirit, are we going to get the information on all of these things that happened with Epps? And no. Are these just going to be threats? Yes. Yeah. They're going to go so far, and then they're going to have to stop. So, plus it's going to be so unbelievable. The thing is, now before when I read on this, we wouldn't get a chance to see the files, the Epps files. But let's see if any energy has changed around that. Spirit. Will the public ever see the Epps files? Yes. Okay, Jack Smith came up. Does Jack Smith have or know about this information, what's in the Epps files? Yes. Oh, what's his name? Dang, his face. Oh my God. Guys, okay, who's the first person? Who was the first? I think he was a prosecutor during Trump's first um, reign in 16. The guy that went through everything. I can't think of his name. He just showed up. He knows. He knows about all this because you remember they shut him down. He was head of the Justice Department. Hey, if you guys know his name, put it in the chat. He knows. That's what he wanted to get out. All that stuff is redacted. Okay, somebody knows his name. What's his name? Yulitha, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. What's his name? Robert something? Guys, I know somebody knows. Okay. Hey, Miss Mom G. What the heck was it? Robert? What is his last name? I'm going all the way down. Mueller. Mueller. He knows. He was adamant about getting everything out because he knew that we were in danger in a way. He knows everything. Robert Mueller. All right, Spirit. Thank you for that. Was this information part of the Mueller report, Spirit? Was this information? Yes. Yes, it was. Oh my goodness. All this stuff was redacted. Then they got, I don't know if people got fired or something. Something happened with him. I can't remember what now. Annette, thank you. Thank you so much. Annette Mincy, I appreciate you. Your spirit rings. Back at you tenfold, both of you. Tenfold. I appreciate you guys. So that was part of what was going on with Robert Mueller. This thing gets really deep, and it's a web that goes out and involves so many people. So he's been blackmailed by Pootie. Spirit, will we ever learn the truth about what was in the photos? We're getting yes. This year is going to be a mess, guys. If all this is happening like this. So is there, okay. Spirit, is there a connection between Diddy and Orange Peel? Is there some kind of connection? Yes. Okay, Spirit. Does this connection have to do with actual things? Does it have to do with actual things? Why am I getting maybe, Spirit? Okay. Okay, maybe I need to ask it a different way. Let's see. Was Orange Peel, Spirit, was Orange Peel involved in any of the freak offs, allegedly? Yes. Thank you. Did these freak-offs that Orange Peel was involved in, was it with people that did not consent? No. So the freak-offs that Orange Peel was involved in were legal, pretty much legal. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think the only time A minors were involved was in Pootie Land and the Miss Universe stuff. That's what I think. Okay. Wow. Let's see. What else did we? He talked about the contracts. He talked about deporting him. What else, guys? It was so many things going on. I couldn't keep track. So you're saying Comey. Well, Comey. Yeah, his daughter's involved in that other thing. Bar. Yeah, let's ask. Thank you, guys. Everybody came up with Mueller. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Apple. Bill Barr. Now, I'm not going to say what I think, but you guys probably can figure it out. I might get an answer that I'm not expecting. Was Bill Barr involved with Epps and was he involved with Epps on his island with actual things going on? Okay, he was. For entertainment purposes only, everything I say is alleged. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Was he involved in anything that was not consensual? Was he Barr involved in anything that was not consensual? Yes. Okay. Yep. Hi, Gypsy Flame. So he was involved too. Well, I think Jack Smith has this information. He knows because he did a lot of investigation. So thank you, Spirit. Does Jack Smith know all about the Epps file, who's involved, what they did, all that? Yes. Because, people, some of the women that were girls at the time filed complaints. Remember, there was one 13-year-old that when she got older, she filed a complaint against Orange Peel. But they paid her off and shut her up before the election. Remember that? So there's stuff in there. Yeah. So we're going to find out about it. Let me see if anybody has any more questions on this. Any more questions on Orange Peel and his feud? Oh, does he? So how would he? Would he be stupid enough to give him pictures? Okay, Spirit, does Muskrat have pictures of Taco from Epps? I'm getting yes. Oh, Steve Bannon. Is Steve Bannon involved with EPS and the activities that they did? Yes. Yes. Okay. Is Steve Bannon involved with any A minors? No. Okay, so you're talking about Peter Thiel, Renee? Okay, Bill Barr's father, yep, had a connection with Epstein's father. Yeah, there was an inappropriate behavior in a school that Barr father and Epps father participated in. That's why Barr protected Epps. Yeah, I heard that too, Miss Mom. Wow, I heard about that. Oh, Tink, thank you so much. You said thank you for coming on tonight. I told Layla, I hope you did, because of the good news. We love you. Oh, I love you guys back. Thank you. And I appreciate the super sticker. Thank you so much. Give you your spirit rings. Thank you, Tink. Back at you tenfold. You know, guys, when I heard all of this, I was like, dang, I got to get on and talk to my people. It's exciting. It's exciting. I just want them to keep going. Just keep talking, keep running their mouths. We've been waiting for this for too long, and it's just time. Hi, Arsenal. How are you? Okay, them people nasty, trifling selves go way back years before most of us were born. Yes, way back. I mean, it goes, they've been doing this a long time. They've been doing this a long time because I don't know how, you know what I wish they could get is Clyde Davidson, because I don't know if Diddy was that far gone before him, but I'm sure he was involved with the guy with the robe. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. Okay. The Playboy guy. I know it'll be in the chat. What's his name? Anyway, I can't think of these people's names. Um, and it probably goes back before him. I mean, they were doing it just out in the open. But just think about all these people that they took advantage of and made do these things. The Spirit says some of them even unalived. Some of them were even unalived. So, guys, this is. I think it's just time for us to find out. It's just time for us to find out. Oh, sorry about. Well, peaceful. Take care. I hope you feel better. Yeah, this stuff can be. But today we have something to smile about. I want them to keep the feud up. Hi, Shirley. I want them, and Kim, I'm not sure if I spoke to you. How are you guys? I want them to keep the feud up so we can find out even more. Just get really mad at each other. Get really mad at each other because they both have these really big egos, guys. And so it's going to be hard for them to keep themselves contained. I mean, but it's more like um Muskrat is the one that's really bringing this all on. I think he feels really betrayed by Orange Peel, but everybody knows that Orange Peel betrays everybody. Let's see about what's going to happen now that he's talked about him helping him. Now, he didn't say steal, but he said he helped him win the election. And if it wasn't for him, the Democrats would have won, and the Democrats would have controlled the House and the Senate and all that. So what does he mean by that? Is he talking about the cheating? Or he could say that he's just talking about the fact that he gave him all the money to help him out with his campaign. He could say that too, because, but the more he talks, the more he's going to tell on his own self too. But even if he does, what can be done about it? Well, we know that they're working on it. I can't even imagine that all the things that have come out now, that the Democrats are just sitting on it and not really doing anything about it. That would be crazy. Did the Kremlin tell Muskrat to release the info about another new name, Dumpy Pants? Let's see. You write the Kremlin because what's his name is no longer around, guys. Pootie. All right. Spirit. Did the Kremlin tell Muskrat to release the information he has on Dumpy Pants? Did the Kremlin give Muskrat instructions to release the information? And that's a yes. So he's now on their side. Now, I heard that somewhere I read, I'm always looking at articles and things. And okay, so Muskrat is also mad about the fact that T-Rump fired one of Muskrat's friends that had some kind of position. And that's why he's really going. Have you guys heard about that? So that's why he's really going at him. He gave him some kind of position and he took it away. Is Muskrat upset with the Orange Peel because of his friend, Muskrat's friend? Yes. And another thing, guys, while we're on the politics thing, Peter Thiel, or however you say his name. I guess I just learned that he was, gay, which is fine. But we know that he was behind JD, Shady. And I'm just wondering if that's why they're so tight. Because we know that Shady is hiding. He's not coming out with what his real thing is, which is okay, but we figured it out. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that until I read about it. Of course, they would have pictures. When you deal in that level of corruption, you must always have leverage to control the other, just in case you need it. Yep. Everybody's got pictures, guys. Everybody's got pictures. If you got some money, you got some pictures. So, yeah, because don't forget about the P-tape. Don't forget about the P-tape. And you would think this is crazy, but I mean, when they were talking about the P-tapes, I didn't think it got to be as ridiculous as it was. It's already ridiculous, but we heard what Cassie said. Okay. Now, if they were doing stupid stuff like that, I just don't know. If they have a tape of him doing something like that, oh my God. Oh, they had the best video technology. Um, wow. That is crazy. Yeah, they could have the best video technology though. They really could because that's what they do. They have all the money and they just do whatever it is that they want to do. I mean, who would have thought? I never, these kinds of things have never crossed my mind. I don't know about you guys, but not me. Mm-mm. Never crossed my mind. So make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. I appreciate you guys. Um, Mary, tell you what's going on to happen to Orange Peel. Okay, Peaceful says Mary will tell you what's going on to happen. The orange has he's FAFO and Elanius grass. Yep, he has. He has. Well, they're kind of on the same level. Okay, Miss Mom says, hello, I'm happy to hear the end of the messy boots exposure of the taco and the Starboy. Spirit don't lie. Yep, that's right. Spirit don't lie. Valerie says, hallelujah. I just can't wait to see it all end. Thank you guys. I think we're beginning to see it, guys. Now okay, so what we read before, what we saw before, it was something else I was going to read on, guys. See, that's why I have to keep my notes because stuff comes into my head and then I forget it. Um, he's not going to be. Okay, who said that? Nathan told me. Nathan sent me some information about. I think it was Nathan that Orange Peel was out sick when we didn't see him for those 3 days. He was having something done, some kind of procedure. And some read on that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Orange Peel ordered Robert Miller fired, but he resigned. Okay. I knew it was something like that. Okay. So let's see if he was really, when we didn't see him, was he out? Was he gone because he was having some kind of procedure done? All right, Spirit. When Orange Peel was missing from the public eye for 3 days, was he having some kind of procedure, medical procedure done? Yes. Will Orange Peel be Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Will Orange Peel be at the parade in June this month? No. So we got that before that he's not going to be at the parade. Will Orange Peel be ill during this time? Is that the energy around it right now? Yes. Thank you. So let's see. I'm using these cards. What lies beneath? What lies beneath? And Spirit, I need you to tell me what's going to happen with Orange Peel as we move on. I need to know the energy around Orange Peel. Oh, I'm back, guys. Just hang in here. I don't know why my internet keeps doing that. It cuts in and out sometimes. Okay, what's the energy around Orange Peel right now, Spirit? I need to know the energy around Orange Peel. Hi, Candy. I don't know. I'm looking at this. Hopefully I spoke to you earlier. Okay. Nicholas says, hi, T. How you doing? I'm great. Thank you. Said you were correct about Orange Dummy expand his mass deportation to many more fully legal documented immigrants and refugees. Indictments in Chicago carried out like a drug 18. Yeah. We got to get him off the streets, guys. We got to get him off the streets. He's doing too much. I mean, so the impeachment may, I don't know. Well, now would be a good time to do an impeachment, but still, I don't know if those, for an impeachment to work, we would have to have the people with the money would have to go talk to those people in the Senate and put some pressure on them. Okay. Let's see. Spirit. How are you doing, Nicholas? I hope you're doing better. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the energy around Orange Peel right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have lipstick stains. So this is something I think that we talk about lipstick stains. Sometimes, it's like there's something that tells on you what you've been doing, that kind of thing. There's a stain left. Okay, so the energy around him, it's about this stain. And this is fantasy fulfilled. So we may find out more information about what those photos that we were talking about and that kind of thing, guys. The X things, the X-rated things, because this is fulfilling the fantasy. And this is caught, huh? And it says finding evidence, getting caught cheating. Ooh, this could go both ways. Well, either way, he cheated. He did something he didn't have any business, or whether we're talking about the election or we're talking about um, A minors. Bugaboo. So he's been bugged. Something. Well, we know that, like you say, people have photographs, things that they can take back. But then this also puts me things that they can, somebody's listened in on him. But guys, remember about the Pentagon being bugged? So we're going to get more information on that. Spirit, are we going to find out more information about the Pentagon being bugged by the White House? Oh, that's a big yes. That's a big yes. Wow. It's going to come out because somebody is envious. That's at the bottom of the deck, and we know who that is. So Elon knows a lot. What's the energy around Elon right now, Spirit? What is the energy around Elon right now? What's happening with him? Energy around Elon, Spirit. What's the energy around Elon? Energy around Elon. What's the energy around Elon right now, Spirit? Give us the information about Elon, Spirit. Energy around Elon. Oh God, he has a red lipstick stain too. These guys are tit for tat. Fantasy fulfilled. Same cards. Caught, huh? Okay, finding evidence and getting caught cheating. So the same thing is going to happen to them both. Then we get copycat. To me, that's them going back and forth with each other and telling. This is information that's going to come out. Look at all this. They're basically going to take each other down. Pregnancy test. Okay. All right. Spirit, this is about orange peel for entertainment purposes only. YouTube. Everything I say here is alleged. Have you guys ever heard that orange peel has another child somewhere that you don't know about? This is alleged that he's been hiding all this time. Have you guys heard about that? Elon knows about it. Kicked to the curb. Okay. They're kicking each other to the curb. They're doing the same thing to each other, guys. These cards are crazy. This is us watching shit go down. Got the popcorn? Guys, this is time to get your popcorn out for real. It says enjoying the gossip. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, it says check yourself. Check yourself. I mean, we're happy. Manipulation. getting played, manipulation, lies, and control. That's what they're doing to each other. That's what I think. And another thing about this, check yourself. They're going to have to check themselves, each other, because they're going to be the ones to take each other down. We got the perfect people up in front that did all this. They're taking each other down. Okay, spirit. Spirit. Will Leon be the causing of Trump falling all the way out of the White House? Will he be one of the reasons? Okay, yes. So he's going to give us enough information. Will Trump also take Elon down? No. So it looks like Elon has the upper hand. Spirit. Does Elon have the upper hand over Trump? Yes. So once he's deported, he can tell everything. Now, we did get that he was going to prison. Let's see if the energy has changed. Spirit. Will Elon end up in prison? Still getting yes on that. Still getting yes. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, guys, but that's crazy. Okay. How is Kamala feeling about all this coming about dump and rat? Let's see how Kamala is feeling. Okay, Spirit, tell me about how Kamala is feeling about what's happening between Orange Peel and Muskrat. How's Kamala feeling about all of this information? The war, the feud. How's she feeling, Spirit? How's she feeling about this? Tell me about Kamala. Five of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Four of Cups. I think that she's happy that it's coming out, but she's disappointed that it's all of this has been kind of brought up. These, they're having this war between themselves. Let's see what else. Emperor. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so she's just sitting back. You have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. She's just watching it. She's just watching it. But we have the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups. I think that she's just watching. She's watching their relationship go down the drain. But her wishes are coming true. Again, I think she's just watching. She's kind of getting bored with the whole thing. She's not excited. Well, she is, because look at this card. She's jumping up and down. And then she's excited, but I'm still feeling the energy of, I think she's feeling like she wishes that it didn't have to go this way, that kind of thing, because she's more about the people than they are. And we have the Emperor energy here, which is talking about she wishes things were, Kamala's kind of on the straight and narrow, nothing like these people, so she wants to see things back the way they were. And she's just kind of, she wants to stay out of it, but she's hearing all the things that are going on. So she's decided that she's not going to play into it all at all, but she's listening. She's hearing. And then we have the Page of Wands. Again, she's kind of excited about it. We have these two cards here. She's excited about the exposure, about everything that's coming out, but she's really kind of feeling disappointed also. But she's just watching their relationship go down the drain. So that's what Kamala's feeling. I think she probably somewhere jumping up and down, and we don't know it. You know, we'll never know, but that's the kind of energy. Sadness, but excited also. Elon calling for taco impeachment. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. I think I read on it last night. Okay. Kim says Elon calling for taco impeachment. I'm sure JD Trans goes with taco. Okay. First of all, will Trump be impeached? Okay, yes. Will he be removed from office? I'm still getting no on that. I don't think the impeachment is what's going to remove him. When Trump leaves office, will JD Trans go with him? No. Why not? Okay, this is complicated. There's some more rabbit holes we need to go down with this one. I think the impeachment is not going to take him out, but I think maybe help, spirit. Will orange peel's health be the thing that takes him out of office? Yes. Okay, so it's health. Okay, so spirit. Thank you for that, spirit. Will JD become the president when Trump is taken out? No, still not. I just think with everything going on, guys, that eventually the facts are gonna come out about the election. He can't. Him, the cabinet, none of the administration can hold office when all the information comes out. Now, I don't know because it's like we're getting so close, and I don't know if it's going to happen during that time of the parade. Something's going to happen, which may help, which may bring on an illness or something. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, guys. That's what the energy is around it right now. Okay. And that'll take everything. That'll get rid of the whole regime. Now, it's not like it's going to happen like snap your finger. We still got to go through some legal obstacles to get everything cleared. But it's happening. Okay, let's see what else. Vanessa, are you talking about? Are you talking about Felon 45, or are you talking about Leon? Some people call him the same thing. Let's see. So I think you're talking about 45. Okay, we figured that out. He was he had some kind of procedure done. I just read on that. If you're talking about 45, but he's back now. I think he's back now. I know this is crazy, but they said Elon wanted to side with the Dems, and I see that happening. Yeah, yeah, because it's not because he can't get what he wants, guys. It's not that he's in love with the Dems. Hi, Arsenal. I didn't say hello to you. I'm sorry. Hi, Arsenal. How are you? Oh, Robert, thank you. He says, I love your channel. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Um, Valerie, thanks, Mary. Always a pleasure. You're welcome, Valerie. Okay, Layla says, yes, please put all your questions in caps. She's right. Layla always keeps you guys on track because I may just go through them and then you'll be wondering why. Yes, and Tink says, hit the like button, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be bigger and better, guys. We really got to get on tomorrow. We can look for that. Okay, due to Ghislaine Maxwell's father and Epps, will these investigations go all the way, go all the years? Okay, guys, you know what I think about Ghislaine? I think she's with Epps. Um, I'm wondering if the investigations will end once we find out. Well, there's more people involved, though. Let's see. So I think you're asking if the investigations will cover all the years. Okay. All right, Spirit. Will the investigations about Epps and the people involved no, that's not what I want to ask. Have the because think I think when they got that black book or whatever it is, files, that it was complete, pretty much. Although we don't know what's all that's in there. But okay, will the Spirit, will the investigations about Ghislaine and Epps go all the way back to Epps' father and Barr's father? Will the investigations go all the way back? Okay, yes. Thank you, Spirit. Will we find out about what's in those files, Spirit? Yes. So it goes all the way back. I think that's what you're asking me. Procedure and putting electrolytes in that big tank, why he was absent. So Joyce says there was a procedure and putting electrolytes in that big tank. That's why Orange was absent. Yeah, he had something done. Yep. Okay, Elon has a better chance telling Dems everything and siding with Dems when Harris takes seat, Dems like Green and Tesla might make a comeback. Tesla. Okay. Yeah. But I just don't, I still don't trust, I still don't trust Leon. Spirit. If Leon works with the Dems, can they trust him? I'm getting yes. So he's really, really pissed. He's really pissed. And Mom G says, baby, World Pride DC 2025 this weekend in Washington will be off the chain this weekend with all this breaking news. Yes, it will be. Sounds like fun too. Sounds like it's going to be fun. Oh, yeah. Stephen Miller. Okay. That's Stephen Miller. Wow. I see that, Layla. He canceled his press briefing today. Oh, is everybody getting upset? I mean, Leon, I mean, they brought the right person in. When he brought in Leon, even though he tore up the government. Um, yeah, he's going to expose everything. Okay, let's just ask point blank. Spirit, will Elon side with the Dems? I'm getting yes. Will he be truthful? Will he be truthful with the Dems? I'm getting yes. Yeah, I bet that's going to be a big gathering in Washington, though. Okay, now Andion says this was the worst drama series ever. May it all end well and for all who deserve a great beginning. Yeah. May it all end well for all who deserve a great beginning. And the rest of them we're not going to worry about. Thank you for that, Andion. Um, okay. Good Chicago folk tried to fight back like San Diegans did. Miller is Holman. Miller and Holman evidently expected such and went over the mayor DA's head to intimidate Chicago PD into helping them. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. So you think that, okay. Spirit. Did Miller and Holman intimidate the Chicago PD into helping them. I'm getting a yes on that. Nicholas, I'm getting a yes on that. Wow. I know that's right. We all could, whatever. Elon pissed Taco wanted to do away with EV tax bill. Okay. He was pissed about the tax bill credit. I heard it was a petition signed on not his birthday celebration coincide with the military anniversary. I heard there was a petition signed to not his birthday celebration coincide with the military anniversary. Yeah. Coming back. There I go. All right. To not have it. Yeah. Yeah. Those people, I think they were integrated into different cities and stuff. Olivia wants to know what happened to the people they sent here from Africa. I think they went to different cities and they're just, the last I heard, they're integrated, they're helping them. He thinks that they were discriminated against, so he has to help them. But the people that were here, he's got to get rid. They got to go somewhere. They're here. They're here making their lives. Kim says, I agree, which I don't trust him either. But if it gets Taco and his thugs out and Harris in, yeah, we can go along with that, right? You're right. You're right. I hope he just keeps spilling the tea. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Will Leon continue to spill the negative tea against Orange Peel? Will he continue to spill the tea? Yes. Okay. I know Chicago PD had a spotty, oh, you mean reputation, to say the least. I doubt most would voluntarily work with ICE for too many reasons. Hence, I think ICE, possibly Miller and Holman, intimidated them into it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just read on. They were intimidated into it for some reason. Oh, the tax credit. Okay, so he lost 75,000 per car with the EV tax credit. Yeah. So pretty much Orange Peel is putting him out of business. So I guess he says, plus he already lost a lot of money, guys. So I guess he says he's going to stick it back to him. So either Taco didn't know everything in the bill or he wanted Musk gone. Well, we know he wanted Musk gone. Let's see. Spirit. Did Taco know everything that was in the bill? Yeah, they told him about it. He knew. Did he want Muskrat gone? Yes. He knew. And maybe that was his way of getting rid of him, but he knew it. Because we know, see, all this time that people were saying that Muskrat was really the president, don't think Orange Peel wasn't thinking about that. It was messing with his psyche. Okay, so he's been trying to figure out a way to get rid of Orange Peel. He needed Orange Peel to help him. I mean, he needed Muskrat to help him get the election. But after that, he didn't really need him for anything else, once he got the election. But, he had to play along. And see, part of the thing was that which is why I'm not so trusting of Muskrat, is that Muskrat was going to get all the contracts and everything that he wanted and everything done the way he wanted when he went in there and tried to clean out the government. So he said, for stuff that we didn't need. He was trying to get his stuff right the way he wanted it. So it all came back full circle, and neither one of them are getting what they wanted. Thank you, Jesus. Anybody hear the Storm D's comment that she did not have X with him? I didn't hear that. She just laid there and got paid. Okay, so Stormy, what the heck? Did she say this recently? Wow. Okay, I'm not surprised. I mean, why in the heck would she be trying to do something with him? Okay. Heck, Seth had something to do with the bugging. Chatgate 3. Spirit, did Heck, Seth have something to do with the bugging of the Pentagon? He did. He did. He definitely did. They're all crooks. They are all crooks, guys. Like little children. It's been said that Trump had another baby a couple of months ago. I don't know, Roger. I know he's supposed to have another one by an A minor. But I don't know if he could. You really think he could he could do that? I mean, he can't even, he's got to wear diapers. It's been said that Trump has another baby a couple of months. Oh, they're talking about the baby that I was talking about that he had with a minor. But this happened years ago. That child may be grown. I think that's what you're telling me, Roger. Hi, Roger. I think that's what you're telling me, but not recently. Oh, you don't think he can do? Yeah, I think Leon has upper hand in this case, Roger. Thug life in the White House. Yep, that's what we got. Drugs and all the things that you can think about that you would think that would happen someplace where people didn't have anything else to do. I guess they don't have anything else to do. Okay, Kim says, I think Elon will come out about how he rigged the election and take Taco down with others. He's not going to he's not going to post. This is going to come out another way. I think the Dems and some Republicans are involved. Yes. See, this is the thing. This is why people aren't doing what they're supposed to be. A lot of them are involved. Okay. But they're all going to come down. They're all going to go down, guys. We're going to see it all happen in real time. These people that are involved. But do you think, okay, could he be offered some kind of immunity or something to tell everything that he knows, and he gets away with it. But I saw that he was going to prison. Um, so Spirit, will Elon expose everything he knows about the cheating of the election to the American people? Yes. If he exposes everything he knows, will this keep him out of prison? No. See, this is so confusing. Okay. So is will Elon go to prison? Will he be go to prison in the United States? Will he be imprisoned in the United States of America? No. Okay. So America is not the one that's going to imprison Elon. Is that correct? Yes. So Elon will be imprisoned in another country. Is that correct? Yes. Is this because of a crime that Elon committed in another country? Yes. Thank you. Will it involve election interference? Will it involve election interference? Yes. Because, we're not the only country that he tried to interfere with. Okay. So if he goes to prison, it's not going to be here. It's going to be in another country because I'm figuring, like, why would he? I just don't think he would be here when he gives them all the information because Orange Peel is going to have him deported. I don't know. I'm getting a headache trying to figure this out. Yeah, Vanessa says she's happy for Ukraine. Me too. Um, Trump will be impeached, and those criminals charged will be reinforced. Those criminal charges will be reinforced. You think so? I keep getting he'll be impeached, but he won't be removed. Roger. Elon not going to post about the election rigging is coming out. Oh, another source. Well, those, this like New York and another state is doing investigations, and they're finding out that what happened. So states are finding out on their own. Arsenal wants to know how many card decks I have. Probably at least 50. I got a bunch of them. I've been doing this a long time, and I just use certain ones for certain things. But since I've been talking about politics and celebrity stuff, I've been kind of using the same ones. But I have a lot of, it's like an addiction. You see this one and you like it, and it might work for this or that. Plus, I have certain ones that I do when I do individual readings and that kind of thing. And I have to start promoting that more in my individual readings. And yeah, because I do readings, I do coachings, and I do a bunch of stuff that I use my cards for. You think he will leave? Andion says, I think he will leave the world before. Well, I always thought that Leon will leave the world before Orange Peel. Now, see, Orange Peel could get sick and unable to complete his presidency and hang around for a little while. There's still that third attempt that we all saw, readers saw. We haven't had that third attempt yet. So it's so many things that could happen. Let's see. Let's move on down because I want to get to. Hi, Sissy. Finally got my Oofy outdoor security cameras today. They will go up tomorrow. Oh, great. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Taco is definitely going to leave. We read on that. He's going to leave. He's going to go overseas. Probably, where did I say he was going? He's going to, jeez, I can't think of it. But I did a reading on it, guys. He's leaving. He's going to try to get away. What? Nicholas says, thanks, T, for putting up with me as I admit to getting way too anxious sometimes. Hey, it's okay. We all get that way, especially if we're sick. You know, it's okay. I understand. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm just happy you're doing better. And I'm here to help. That's what I'm here for, guys. That's what Spirit wants me to do. So, you know, I'm glad that you are better. Okay. And you're going to continue to be well because you got things to do. You got things to do. Hi, Diana. Nicholas. You got to get busy. Roger says there's a mole in the Trump administration and they are around him daily. All right, Spirit. Is there a mole in the Trump administration? Okay, there is. Are they around Trump daily? Yes. Well, he needs to have a mole around him. Yeah, Sissy, I'm happy that you're doing that because you need to. You need to, for your benefit of you not having to be worried about it. You know what I'm saying? You feel much better. Mary asked if he will be around to be impeached. Spirit. Will Orange Peel be around long enough to be impeached? Yes, he will be. But I'm getting that, okay, the impeachment could happen any day. We know that. You know, the papers go out, whatever, they take the vote. It doesn't mean he's going to be removed. We know you got to go through the whole procedure. And I'm getting that he's not going to be removed for that. Oh, you're welcome, Witch. Yeah. She's just hanging in there, you know, because Marlenia, yeah. She might as well already be divorced. She don't want to be bothered with him. Oh, yeah, I did. You're right, Sissy. Let's see what the energy is around that now. It's Susie Wild, the mole, around Trump in the White House. I'm getting yes. Yes again. Wow. Is that the same person? Who's the chief of staff? Oh, you think Anonymous is going to? Yeah, they are. We're supposed to be getting some information from Anonymous about everything. Yeah. Thank you, Layla. Put all questions in caps. Okay, guys. Now, somebody wanted me to read on what's happening with um, Elon's supercomputers that are in Memphis, Tennessee. I had an article on it. Let me see if I can find it. Um, so I can tell you guys more about it. Anyway, these are in Memphis, Tennessee. And supposedly some residents are dying because of the, emissions that these are supercomputers and that they are emitting into the air. And it's called Colossus. It's in South Memphis, Tennessee. And project the project was initially promoted as a significant economic opportunity, but it's raised serious environmental, public health concerns among local residents, particularly in the predominantly Black and historically underserved neighborhood of Boxtown. People are really concerned about this because they say that people are dying because of it. And the thing about it's causing cancers and different kinds of cancers, and the asthma rates have gone up. It's making the facility. Okay, the Southern Environmental Law Center has reported that the XAI turbines emit between 1,200 and 2,000 tons of NOx annually. I don't know what that means, guys. So I'm just reading the report. And it's making the facility one of the largest industrial emitters in Memphis. These emissions contribute to the already poor air quality in South Memphis, an area, that is historically suffered from industrial pollution and has higher rates of asthma and cancer compared to other parts of the city. Now, see, this is why I don't trust these people. This is exactly what I'm talking about. He don't care because they say that there's no oversight. They're like, it's kind of like I don't want to have to read the whole thing, but it's kind of like they did it on a trial basis because they didn't get the regulations or whatever that they needed to do this, but they did it anyway. So the people are complaining about it. So trying to see, the situation underscores the need for rigorous environmental oversight. No oversight. See, so this is something that he just did because he has the money to do it. There's no environmental oversight. So I need to read on that for the people who want to know what it's all about. And I did write down some questions that I wanted to ask about it. So we need to know what's the truth behind this AI supercomputer project? What's the truth behind it in Memphis? Spirit, tell us, what is the truth behind the supercomputer project? Now, the thing about it is, it can't be, when Orange Peel talks about he's going to cancel his contracts, this project has nothing to do with government funding. He funded it. Musk funded it mostly. And then he had, other people to go in on the deal with him, other people with money, and the mayor of Memphis went along with it. Of course, he's a black man, and of course, I'm sure he was paid. He doesn't think there's anything wrong with the fact that this is not regulated and people could get sick. They're already saying that people are dying from the pollution that is putting in the air, but I'm sure he paid people off. Okay, so let's see. What's the spiritual truth behind this spirit? Hmm, that figures. Okay, I put 3 cards, and the thing about it is there's strings attached. It's about this is in a reverse, and this is the 6 of Pentacles. So strings attached. It's about power and domination. So orange peel, not orange peel, muskrat is still trying to assert his power. Now, I don't understand why he couldn't do this in Africa, where he came from, where these people supposedly lost their, these farmers lost all their jobs. Why didn't he put it in their neighborhood? But the thing about that, we're going to find out there's going to be a lot of exposure about it. So I got a feeling the people are going to stand up about it. Okay. So there is a lot going on with this, and the NAACP is getting involved in that kind of thing. And this is like a long-term, he's planting the seed. So this is like a long-term investment for him. Now he's planted the seeds. That doesn't mean that it's all going to work out like he expects it to, because I feel like with this card here, it's showing some kind of disappointment. So let's see what else. So he's promising all these jobs and things like that. Of course, that's the first thing they do is they promise jobs. What's going to come of that, Spirit? Sun came out again. So it will bring jobs. What else can you tell me about this, Spirit? Is there anything that you can show us, Spirit, about this innovation that we should look at this time? This is not a good thing, guys. Yeah, it's going to bring jobs, but it's also going to bring a lot of heartbreak and a lot of grief. So the fact about these emissions that are being, these gases that are being emitted into the air, it is going to cause some kind of problem for the people. People are actually going to get sick and die behind it. As a matter of fact, they're already talking about this is what's happening. But you see, the thing is, they can't prove it yet. So how long does it go on before they can say, here's proof? You know, okay, as far as the community spirit in Memphis, what's underlying with these energies? What is it? Okay, this is what I want to know. What is it that the people don't see? Because you see, what's happening, guys, is, yeah, he's promising these jobs. and that kind of thing. It's all innovative, what's happening, and he's promising people these jobs and that kind of thing. But what energies are underneath it all? What's being masked? What is it we don't see? What is it that the community doesn't see? I think that it's going to be one of those, you know, that, like that community in New York, what that people got sick years later, Chernobyl, I think, something like that. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at those kinds of memories coming back. We're looking at a lot of inner turmoil. This is going to cause a lot of problems. This thing that he has going is going to cause a lot of problems for the people in Memphis. I think that town is Boxtown, but it's going out in the air. So these emissions, they're going out, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. And people are going to be worried. Um, they're going to need help. They're going to be reaching out for hope. So I hope that people are really looking at this situation and are really thinking about getting together to try to bring this down, because it's not going to be that mayor. They need to get rid of him. There's a lot of manipulation going on with this. He knows. He doesn't care. This is what I'm saying. They have the money. They can do whatever they want. It can't be. So we're not looking at Orange Pill to bring it down, because it's not one of their contracts. But there's a lot of poor planning. There's a lot of manipulation. So it's kind of like they're experimenting. Population control, guys. Again, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's another way that they do it. So, guys, who's benefiting from this truth? Why does it have to be there? Who's benefiting? Who's benefiting? Talk to me, Spirit. Who's benefiting from this? I just about know, but let's spell it out. Who's benefiting from this, Spirit? The fool. Him. It puts more money in his pocket. And he's celebrating from it. Him and the people that also, put money into this. They're going to be the ones celebrating. Again, we're talking about the manipulation. One more card. So we get walking away, abandoning the project. When? Let me ask Spirit. Spirit. Will Leon and his people eventually walk away from this project? Yes. Will they be forced by the community to walk away from this project? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. So, guys, whoever, I can't remember who put, well, there was a lot of people that wanted me to read on it. But I think that you guys need to get together with your people, with the community, and do something, whatever you have to do to shut this thing down, because it's not good. They don't have, they have not used the proper regulations in order to put this thing up, and it's just it's putting all these emissions out and getting chills out into the air, and it's hurting people's health. So you need to get the people together and do something about it. And I mean, don't play with these people. Just, I told him to take it back to Africa with him, amongst his people, the farmers. Not that I want somebody to get hurt, but why do you have to do it here? You know what I'm saying? Because he knew that he could do it without anybody messing with him. He had the people to help him with the money to help him put this in place. And they always go to the black neighborhood to do it. That's what pisses me off. So get the word out. Okay. Okay. Let's see where we are here. Going back, guys. So, oh, Catherine, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Give you your spirit rings. Oops, come on. There you go. Back at you tenfold. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's see if I have anything else. That's not funny. Miss Mom G. No, I didn't know that. She says, did you know that a white South African has offed his wife last week in Virginia? They haven't been here 30 days and they're already criminals. It's not funny, but the last part of what you just said, that kind of made me laugh. Okay. It's sad. It's sad, but what happened? They can't, I mean, did he decide that there was something better once he got here? Or you never know what's going through these people's minds. There's a lot of articles about this guy, about this Colossus supercomputer. So, guys, read up on it. And if you know somebody in Memphis, give them the information. Um, and, um, pass the word around. Oh, I think Vanessa, that's a good question. Did they get rid of the people who would have checked this out? Yeah, he was up there getting rid of everybody. Remember that, guys? Spirit. The people that would have checked this supercomputer out and what it was doing to the air, were they let go? Were they let go? Yes. It's a very good question. So he's just running amok. See? Just let them all go, and then I can do whatever I want to do. Yeah. Sissy says, are they touching on it but not hammering on the fact that they cheated and Kamala is the real winner? Well, eventually it's going to be proven anyway. It's going to be proven. Nicholas says, T, if you can, please read on my opinion. Kamala having to play the mushy, much like Churchill and de Gaulle did Stalin, and de Gaulle did Stalin, where Stalin went from being Hitler's buddy to Churchill's over a backstabbing. Oh, so you think that her and Elon may become buddies? Knowing her, well, they could for a minute till she gets what she wants, I guess. Because he would play her too. I just thought about something. That's a good question. I'm going to read on it. But don't let me forget about the other question. I'm thinking, okay, so when Orange Peel is gone and they reinstate the people that will be over these emissions, will they close that plant down? Because I saw the walking away card. Just a minute, Nicholas. Spirit. Once Orange Peel is gone and the regulators are back in place, will they shut down the supercomputer? I'm getting yes. Yes. That's good to know. But in the meantime, people need to still work on it. So let's see. Will Kamala and Leon become buddies once Orange Peel is gone? Spirit. Will Kamala and Elon become buddies once Orange Peel is gone? I'm getting yes. Thank you. All right, Spirit, I need to know this. Will Kamala truly trust Elon? No. Thank you. If Elon got a chance, would he also stab Kamala in the back? Yes. Now, see, they may become buddies because he wants some of his projects to go, right? But if things don't go his way, he could do the same thing. But he doesn't I don't think Kamala would let him get that close. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think she's smarter than that. But she could use him. She could use him while she needs him or whatever. Sissy, you do not hear Fox reporting nothing about what Elon admitted. Yeah. So is anybody reporting anything on it? So he admitted it to MSNBC, MTN, and other news outlets. But Fox is not reporting on it. Will Fox eventually report on what Elon has admitted? No. You know, they were down with everything when it came to orange peel. So they're not going to report on it. Yeah. They got rid of the people, which Musk said if he did not rig the election, Trump would not be president. He sure said that. Well, he said, did he say rig? I guess I heard he would not, if it wasn't for him, Trump would not be president. I don't know if he said if he didn't rig it. Let me ask. Spirit. Did Leon admit to rigging the election for orange peel? Okay. He says yes. I didn't remember hearing. I thought he said if it wasn't for him. But maybe he probably said it, Sissy. Why not? Why not say it now? Musk admitted the rig of the election. Okay. So she was a chief of staff. That's what I read on. Yep. So she's the mole. Okay, I'm going back down. Let's see. Hi, Catherine. Oh, thank you, Catherine, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Did I give you your rings? I don't think I did. Well, if I did, you got double spirit rings. And back at you tenfold. You guys have been so generous. You guys have been so generous, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Okay. Yep. Smash that like button. I heard with Palantir Tech to install tracking on humans. I wonder who would do that. Who would let them? I guess some people would. All right, Spirit. Is Palantir Tech planning to install tracking on humans? Are they planning to install tracking on humans? Yeah, they are. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Kim, that's right. He's obsessed with Hitler. And see, Musk was playing right into that. Okay? It's another reason why you can't trust him. So he wants to purge us to have a all white race. I believe that. Yep, I think that's what was up. Yeah, it's enraging, Catherine says. Yeah. Project 2025 will kill the majority of us. Hopefully, yeah, it would if they were able to get it, if they were able to get it through. But I mean, yeah, people have passed because of some of the benefits that they've taken from people, especially in other countries that the U.S. was supporting. But hopefully they'll get him out of there pretty soon. I thought one, I I thought one in about Kamala playing mushy like Churchill did Stalin. I threw one. Oh, you threw one in about, yeah, I got that one. I got that one. Yeah, she might see what he has to say. Yeah, fake friends. That's right, Nicholas. Not buddies. Fake friends. I saw a judge will reinstate Department of Education. Will all the contracts throughout the government and other agencies be restored? Eventually, all those things that he wrote down will be gone. Okay. Spirit. Will the contracts that Elon and Trump deleted from other governmental agencies, will they be restored? Yes. I'm wondering if we'll see him write as many as those executive orders. Well, Stephen Miller was behind a lot of them too, so I guess we could look at the fact that he's still there. But Elon was the one that was going through saying cut this, cut that. So we'll see if that happens. And I think him and Stephen Miller are mad at each other now too, right? Hi, Kismet. Hi, Barbara. I don't know if I spoke to you, but hi. Fox is only gonna report on Hunter and Joe. Yeah. Hopefully they'll leave Joe alone now. I mean, he's sick. Leave him alone. It's a good thing that he gave his son a pardon though, because he would be under the jail by now. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I believe too, Roger. A swift kick is what he's gonna get. I don't think Kamala's gonna play with him like that. He had the right one. Now she may get some information from him and double check it because that's just the kind of person she is. She's not going to just accept what he says. Will he be deported? I got yes earlier. Let's see. Let me ask again. All right, Spirit. Will Muskrat be deported? Mm-hmm. See, that's when he's going to spill all the tea. Yes, he will be. Orange Peel tries to deport him. He's going to spill all the tea. I keep going back to that supercomputer. Okay. So if he's deported, I'm sure he's not really managing that anyway. He's probably got other people over it, but he's a big part of it. He put the most money in. So probably wouldn't be much to shut it down, especially if he's gone. But there's other investors also. So Elon said if it wasn't for him, Taco would not have won, and the Dems would have taken the House and the Senate 51-48. Yes, he said that, which does go back to what Sissy said. He didn't have to say rigged. They already knew what would have happened if he didn't do what he had done. I see what Sissy's saying now. Yeah, it is what you think it is said. He didn't say rigged, but he insinuated. Yeah, there's a recount happening in New York and someplace else too. And soon as that it shows a problem, other states are going to follow. His secretary, hi Linda, is his secretary a mole? No, we figured his chief of staff is, but we'll see. Is Trump's secretary a mole? Is Trump's secretary? No. It's the chief of staff. Read on Peter Thiel. All right, Spirit. Let's read on Peter Thiel. Let's read on Peter Thiel. All right, Spirit, tell me about Peter Thiel. What's the energy around Peter Thiel? Okay. Okay. He is definitely a businessman and he wants to be a leader. He wants to be in authority. But something's going to happen and things are going to collapse for him too. Now, this probably all goes along with the Project 25 and what they're trying to do. The tower's going to come down on him too. And he's trying to hold on, but he's been so greedy. You know, he has a lot of money too, and he's still greedy and he's trying to hold on. He's trying to make more. But the good part about it, guys, is that it's going to be some kind of disaster that happens. And I think that involves him and anybody around that Project 25 and the Trump administration. As a matter of fact, let's read on that. The Trump administration. All right, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit, about the Trump administration. What is the energy around the Trump administration, Spirit? What's the energy around the Trump administration right now? Trump administration. Um, these cards jumped out. Okay, they're it's about their partnerships and how they're connected, and um, I think even emotionally how they're connected, because a lot of them, birds of a feather flock together, I guess is what I want to say. But they have a lot of secrets, a lot of fear and anxiety right now because of their secrets that they have. And then we have normally this card is about victory. That because it looks like things were churning. Trump administration and birds of a feather flock together. There's a lot of secrets and they are anxious because of things that are going on, all this stuff that's going to come out. They're very anxious about their secrets. And then I feel like this card here, which is not a victory card, I think it's about victory being lost. They're thinking about that. That's what's going on, about their win and how it happened and that kind of thing. Okay, and I'm going to answer one more question. Okay, Catherine wants to know if Mark Cuban will buy Fox and MSNBC. That would be great. Yep. Okay, let's see. Is he in the market for that? Is he trying to buy it? Kim said it would be hilarious. Okay. Spirit. Will Mark Cuban buy Fox? I'm getting a yes on that. Will Mark Cuban buy MSNBC? No. Because, Fox is not a real, maybe he'll turn it into a real news station, because they're just entertainment. They're really not, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're entertaining. They're really not a news station. That's why they're so gossipy and that kind of thing. So maybe he could turn it around, but not MSNBC. All right, guys, it's time to go. So what I'm going to do is pull us a card. Well, I enjoyed tonight, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I did, because we had things to celebrate. Just got to wait and see. So tomorrow we'll see what happens. And good night, Steph. What we'll do, yeah, we'll read on Diddy. Depends. Maybe we'll do Diddy and Trump since we did Musk and Trump, because I know some more stuff is going to be going on with Trump. We all know that Diddy's going to jail. He's going to prison. But it's just getting juicy now. And we have 501 is the number. Guys, you guys should be playing these numbers when I pull them. I don't play the numbers because I'm not lucky enough. But anyway, just a suggestion. And it says 501 says, unchain yourself. Release the negative. There is space inside of you being used to hold the bitterness of the past. Your angels implore you to keep the lessons, but to let go of the resentment. You don't need to feel bad in order to protect yourself from things happening again. Take a moment now to visualize the anger you hold. Now picture yourself giving it back to the place or person you received it from. Feel the freedom of not having to hold the anger any longer. It's 501. So I hope that helps someone. Thank you, guys. Yeah, another 5. You're right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for all the super chats. All right, guys. Thank you. Good night.